Podcast. We were just reenacting, basically, Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, I thought we were just like, just like releasing energy in an orgasmic way. Yes, Julianne Hough. What the actual...
F?
What? Yes. What the Huff? What the Huff?
What the Huff? AJ, when did this all happen? By the way, welcome to the Hey Frase Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Sarah Fraser, along with Andrea Lopez, a.k.a. we call her AJ. You are listening to our comedy podcast that we put out multiple times a week. You can always find us on Instagram at Hey Frase, at Andrea Lopez Comedy, on YouTube at Hey Frase as well. So, okay, Julianne Hough, this has been trending for like the past couple of days, right?
Yes.
She was in Switzerland. What was happening?
She was in Switzerland at some economic forum that was happening, and there was a health guru there. Okay, so the videos emerge, and it looks like she's having both an exorcism and an orgasm at the same time. It was an exorgasm.
All right, and set the scene, okay? Because set the scene.
Set the scene.
Set the scene.
So this doctor is laying over her. She's on some bed, face down. It looks like she's on the massage table. This doctor comes over her, and he's just explaining this to the whole forum. You can't see the audience. All we see is just Julianne on the table, right? He's like, all right, we are going to get rid of the bad energy, and actresses and big performers like this, they usually let out a huge release because, a lot of energy runs through these people. They're very passionate for performers. And so we're like, okay, crock of shit. And then he puts his hand on her neck, and he's just like, you're just going to release this little bit. He looks like he just taps her on the nape, like the back of her neck right there. And then he runs his hand all through until he reaches her asshole. I'm pretty sure he just lightly taps it, and she just goes, ah! You're like, what the fuck? No, her head at first, it starts vibrating. You start seeing it, you're like, what the fuck? So you can kind of see it, right? And then he as his hand moves, her body does a worm. Honestly, I think this was just another advertisement for her Dancing with the Stars. I was like, okay, we get it. You can do the worm. We get it. You can contort your body into all these different types of movements.
What season? Here's the video, by the way. Here's the video.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Way up.
Okay.
There's always a huge dissipation of energy and a feeling of relief,
touching your neck right now.
Huge
freedom.
release.
Expression of emotion may happen when the system moves.
Okay.
When energy is stored down within the muscles begins to dissipate. And if we're really free to express and allow energy that's been bound in our bodies to move through, this woman is like an incredible dancer, actress, just human being, and she has practiced.
He's almost surprised.
Move through, but even with that,
he is surprised.
He's at a loss. And
most people wouldn't, in this, especially in Davos, in this environment, wouldn't make that sound. So you know what? They would have physical pain.
Most people would not be doing all this shit. But Julianne Hough.
Guys, don't worry. I want you to come see me because this is really abnormal. Okay, he seems like this has gone wrong. Oh God, now she's like doing a reverse butterfly. Oh my God.
Dr. John Amaral.
I'm sure he was like, oh boy, this is not the demo I was looking for. No.
Julianne, too much. Stop. He's telling her at the table.
Okay.
So these videos get released. Everyone is making fun of her. And it actually went out on the Bitch Bible podcast.
Jackie Schimmel
Haas.
Good for her.
She posts on Instagram. Good for you, girl. You got this out there. So basically she goes, gonna tell my kids this is The Exorcist, because Julianne Hough literally looks like she's having an exorcism. And then the following day, I guess they're doing another exercise where this is the final straw for me.
So then Julianne Hough the next day at this conference, and supposedly she's been on tour with Oprah.
Yes, she's part of the tour.
Right, she's been on with Oprah.
Right.
And so she'll get the crowds warmed up. I was supposed to go, by the way, to Oprah's 2020.
You're supposed to go in 2 weeks or next week.
I can't go because of my shots. I get shots on every other day for a week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then I think I'm actually off the weekend, but Dan just sold the ticket for more money than what he bought it for.
Oh, look at little Dan over here.
Where's Dan out here?
Now,
I think he sold it on StubHub or
I was going to say
Grab It or something.
StubHub. Smart. Okay. As soon as, you can't go, boom, sell it.
He was sold. And I have to go for blood draws on Saturday. Anyway,
right. It's a lot. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. So anyway.
Really cool.
I know.
To just get videos of Julianne Hough.
I'm not supposed to be in crowds while I'm doing my methotrexate shots because it's a mild form of chemo.
Right.
So they don't want you exposed to a lot of people. And then with this carnivorous, am I saying it right?
Coronavirus. Just think of Mexicans' corona.
That's right. You drank too many Coronas. The coronavirus. I can't be out and about.
You cannot.
I gotta be in here, and I need the masks. I've got to get the SARS masks.
I was telling you, I was like, I should not be here. But.
So she's apparently warming up the Oprah crowds, and then, but when she was in Switzerland, she also ran them through a series of exercises.
And throw it. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes. Keep going.
Keep going.
We're turning up that heat, taking that dirt, taking that fire, all that negative energy that we don't need anymore in our life, and throwing it away. Let's go here.
Okay, what in the hell? What?
She's doing this.
Taking it into our hips. Yes.
Okay.
What is happening right now?
Anyway, she was leading everybody in some sort of like exercise, but then it became like a jazzercise class.
Yes, mind you, she's wearing like a prairie girl outfit in the middle of the fields, and she's like, take it and throw it. All that dirt, all that fire. Girl, you're just saying words at this point. All those clouds and that grass, take it and throw it. What? What are we even talking about?
To the right. To the left.
It was a full-on jazzercise class. That's what we went for.
Full-on jazzercise.
Like, yes, a motivational jazzercise class. That's what they all are. God, what more crap can we fill into people's minds? I don't know. So people are saying that this is just her. She's taking over the world with this, like, what is it called? Like a mind. Well, she's entrancing people to believe this.
I mean, I believe in some of that, because I think what people do, they go to energy healers, they go to shamans. So they feel like they become almost enlightened on another plane, and then they want to share that with you. I kind of feel like that's what she's doing.
I get it. A lot of people are comparing this to a demon coming out of her butthole. That's the most that I ever saw in the comments. I mean, I just loved reading the comments.
He does. He literally looks like he fingers her butthole, and then she goes like crazy.
It goes insane.
Like she totally flops around.
Oh my God. And so even Gwyneth Paltrow, it says on the Netflix docuseries, The Goop Lab is all about the chiropractor energy healer.
Oh,
Hough swears by his treatments.
Have you watched that, by the way, the Goop episodes yet? I tried to watch it with Dan. He thought it was like such a bunch of hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus?
Yeah.
As much of Goop. Like, I love the whole like Goop elitist brand that Gwyneth has put out, because I just laugh at the products she sells because it's so out of my financial capacity. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, the first episode, they go down to Jamaica. First of all, I don't like it because everybody in her little lab, everybody's white. Like everybody's lily white. They wear white. They're so white. And it's like, hello. But then I think to myself, I think probably black people and people of color are just too smart for all this shit. So they're probably like, we're not participating because we realize like you're so up.
Like horrendous. Yes.
Honestly. And like in Jamaica, they talk about how like they go down to do magic mushroom tea.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. They did like MDMA. Yes.
Right. To have a healing experience.
Right.
But they started and they're like, Gwen's like, even the Jamaicans have questions as to why Americans want to come here for emotional issues. They only use magic mushrooms to heal injuries. It's like, yes, because we're only us. We're so overworked, so out of touch with society. Put down the phone, go out and do things for your fucking community. That's right. That's what will make you normal. But anyway, it's so lily white for me. I like diversity. Like it's so weird to me when people are just like only hire white people and stuff. It's just strange.
Of course, this brand Goop.
Yeah. Thank God we got some color here. You're half Mexican.
I was going to say, the Hey Frase team. I mean, we've just had all colors in this community. You love supporting.
Wait, what's Alyssa?
We're Filipino.
Oh, but okay, they're Filipino.
But like Hawaiian, there's Hawaiian in there.
Yep.
Filipino.
Liz, our saleswoman's mixed race. Then we just hired Monica. She's black. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to work with just white people. I have to look at them. I grew up with them. I grew up with like a bunch of Nordic white people in Maine. Yeah, I don't want to see anymore. I can't believe I married a white guy.
I was really surprised by that too.
Me too. Believe you, I was shocked as well.
Me as well. I married him. Yes.
Believe me, he's the last white man I will ever be with. That's it. I'm done with the white dick. I'm over it. Anyway.
So are you going to follow along with Julianne Hough's last question with this?
The long story short is I said to Dan, okay, yes, here are things I don't like about Gwyneth, but I would try all these things because I'm curious, do they help you relax? Do they help you open up other consciousness of your mind? Aren't you curious? My husband is not curious at all. He thinks that they're full of shit.
He just believes in running marathons and like, getting it out that way.
He, I think, has a lot of empathy and maybe more empathy now, but I think that Schmandalorian believes that people are their own worst enemies. Like,
Got it. You need to figure out your shit.
Yeah, and I think that he just thinks that in our society, we just value, material things way more than we value relationships and people. And like, it's all about, success is just measured on how wealthy you are, and
Correct,
are you
yes.
famous? Like, that's it. So he just finds all that shit to be superficial. And that's most people's problem.
Okay. I see it. No, I completely see it. I mean,
Not
whenever
that he
I
is
see
any
these,
great.
whenever I see these videos, and Julianne Hough responded, and she goes, I thought the same thing when I first saw this guy doing it on other people. But of course, her performance was just way far and beyond what anyone else has ever done with this energy healer.
Okay, so she says that she also observed herself, and
Yes.
and she can see why people think it's weird.
Yes.
But this guy's amazing.
But she's like, but this is the real deal, and you will also experience a crazy amount of energy dissipating. The man just kept saying dissipating from your body.
All right, how do we start? Who's an energy healer? I want to go to an energy healer. Oh, I think we got to do the energy healing salt caves in Bethesda.
Oh, yes. That was
gotta go
actually
there.
local. But I took a couple classes on YouTube of just energy healing, so I'm going to get
You
you on
did?
this table. Well, you can find anything on YouTube. I'm going to get you on this table at the end, and we're going to try out. I won't touch you. I'll wear gloves because I'm like a little sick still. We're just going to try to heal you from the neck down. And
I'm open
gonna,
to it.
I'm going to finger just a tad.
You can
the
totally
butthole.
finger
We're
me.
going to see what that does. One of the videos was like, we suggest just a little boop, boop, boop.
Hey, I mean, I haven't had sex in like 2.5 weeks, so I'm looking for any finger bang play. Anything will
No.
get the energies going. So feel free.
Yeah, we're like, I have Sarah on the table, just ass crack out. Dan Schman walks in, like, what the? We have lights like it's an operating table.
I might start fingering myself if the energies feel right. I mean, I don't even know where this is going to go.
Oh
I'm
my
ready.
God, can you energy heal yourself? Just like,
Well, I've been doing my what was the movie with Aquafina? Yeah. Every
The
morning I
farewell.
get up. Yeah. I get up and go, energy HCG level 0. Yeah. My body healed. Yeah. That's what I do. And then I send a golden ball of healing energy to anyone who needs prayer.
oh God.
Yeah. So far, well, I don't know if it's actually working or not. I'll find out.
It's the rule of attraction. Just keep on believing, just like good things, good things, good things.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
And just Julianne Hough, take it and throw it. Anyway.
throw it. Kick it. Fire.
That-
Dirt.
That dirt, that fire,
That smoothie.
That
That acai.
smoothie.
That dick.
take it, throw it. Yeah.
I'm down for anything. We had so much to talk about, by the way.
Oh my
Celebrity
gosh.
news. We have to talk about Pete Holmes. I get to work with him for one day when I was on HBO's Crashing.
Now, did you ever ping him as somebody that would tell Malia Obama to shut the actual F up?
You know what? Pete Holmes is incredibly tall. In real life, he's a big man. So he is intimidating.
Okay.
No, he seems like a little sweetheart. And I think he does like most Christian comedy, or used to. So no, I can't picture him telling the audience to shut the fuck up. He was the sweetest person when I worked with him.
Really?
Oh, he was awesome. I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been on a like high-end TV. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
on like local news sets, and believe me,
Believe me, they're holding them on monitors together by Scotch tape.
they come over to the guests and they're like,
Ugh.
"No, do you have any ideas for this segment? What do you think we
Honestly,
should do?"
I'm like, how did you guys get hired in this?
No, they literally
I mean, the
have-
set is crap, honestly. I'm like, how is this an actual set right now?
And local television and local radio are the same. No one knows anything that they're
gosh.
going to do
Nothing.
until like 10
Minutes.
seconds before.
That's-
It's like, okay, let's do this. What do you think about this story? Okay, roll with it. So good. Welcome back. Yeah.
And the teleprompter's still scrolling.
It's Making Muffins with Mary. Okay, Mary, welcome. Mary,
so
what kind
classic.
of muffins do you like to make? Anyway. So
HBO Crashing.
he was awesome. So he did a stand-up comedy show. He says that Michelle and Barack Obama's daughter, Malia, was in the audience and they kept talking. So he ended up telling them to shut the fuck up. And then he
But
said
it was
that-
repeated times, right? Like he went up last, and then he finally was like, listen, I had to tell her to be quiet.
yeah, he literally had to tell her to be quiet. And he's amazing.
Is he chill about
I
it?
just don't
Let's
want to
see.
see you. And I cover
Here
them
it is. He's on Conan.
with the curtain.
He was on Conan.
I thought this would get a big laugh.
Right.
Nothing. The whole audience turns on me. I'm like, what is going on? After the show, I find out it was Obama's daughter.
Conan's looking at him like, what the?
God.
And her hot friend. She looked great. Terrible comedy audience. Conan, that's a true story.
You think who?
Anyway, I love Pete Holmes. So, yeah, he was there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, telling Malia Obama to shut the fuck up. Well, why was she talking at a comedy show? Did anyone ask that question?
Honestly.
I know. Thank you. I mean, you're at a comedy show. You and your friend, you don't know to stop like bickering or like just, talking back and forth and whispering back and forth. No, come get over yourself. Pay attention.
Not to make this about me, but...
But is someone performing? Yeah.
Well, at my impression show that happened in New York last week, my two friends that I hadn't seen in forever came. Well, one of my friends and his girlfriend, and they fell asleep in the front row. And
during your show?
During the show, and they got called out by the impersonator that was Ice-T. And they asked him a question, and he goes, I mean, it's disrespectful, just like these two fell asleep in the front row. And I was like, oh shit, I know them. Oh shit, those are my friends. Like I'm on stage doing an impression, and I go, oh my God. So they completely got called out, but they're in the front row. Malia was in the back row, Were they audible or were they could just see them talking? Like what was his problem? What was Pete Holmes' problem?
I think he could see them talking, which he didn't like. He felt like it was very distracting and then ended up calling them out. But wait a minute. We didn't get to talk about your show the other day.
I wasn't trying to bring that up. I really thought it was funny that they couldn't.
No, I'm glad you did because we haven't given personal updates, because like we so much of the Kobe Bryant news breaking right on Sunday into Monday. So we didn't get to talk about you were sick, so you weren't on Monday's show.
Right.
Then, I was away because my favorite aunt, one of my favorite aunties in Maine, passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack last Monday.
God, completely unexpected, and we didn't want to talk about it when it was like right in the thick of it. But you went up. Everything was good with the family. I mean, it's good to see each other.
It was so great to be with my family. It always is so great. It gives me so much pause. Like right now, I've said this on the show, but I am such a person that like sets goals, and I feel like I've just been, for the past 4 years of this podcast, been like running like mad to like sell it. And I don't know. I just feel like this whole process has said to me like, stop, just stop. Because I think you know me off the podcast, but I have a million ideas. It's like one minute I want to be a producer, 1 minute I want to be a talk show host, then I want to do stand up. So it's like, okay, I feel like this whole process is just saying to me, stop, like just be still.
For the first time in so many years. Yes.
So many years.
Just take a break.
And I really feel like over the past like year or so, the level of stress has kind of reached what it was when I left the Kane show. Like that situation had become so stressful, so toxic. I was so burnt out.
Right.
And I almost see parts of that, not the toxic part, because working with you is like a dream.
I'm like, oh God, what am I doing?
No. And Liz, amazing. But I think just putting yourself under so much pressure.
All the time, right?
Yes.
Time constraints, yes. It becomes a lot.
So it was great to be there and be present with my family. And, my cousin Jenna Kate and her brothers, Terry and Adam, we all grew up together, my mom, it was like her best friend. And they talked every day on the phone. And when I was sick here in D.C., we called my Aunt Cheryl every day. And, she was just like, do what the doctors tell you. And of course, my aunt never did any of that.
That stuff. Right. You said she smoked, she ate, whatever food she wanted.
She wanted to smoke. She loved to smoke. That was what she wanted to do. She ate what she wanted. I love my aunt. She never wore a bra. But my mom reminded me, what was so great about my aunt is she was one of those people. She never talked bad about anyone, and everybody loved her. And my mom always said, and as an adult, as a child, she never did anything wrong. Ever. She would never smoke. She never drank. She never smoked weed. She smoked cigarettes, but she never did anything. She never stole anything. And of course, my mom was, at the funeral, we were writing out, she wanted to speak about her sister.
Yes.
So she was talking about, growing up, my mother, they both went to Catholic high school, and my aunt graduated, was like a stellar, student. And then the next year, my mom got expelled, basically, because my mom was so bad at Catholic school. They literally called my grandparents.
You got to take her out.
Back in the 60s and said, she's done.
I would have loved to ask your mom what actually happened. I need to get that story.
Well, everything. She would smoke, and my mom never really, my mom would make fun of the nuns. It was really bad.
One of those. Okay.
My mom's a comedian as well.
Yes.
So, and I think my mom, I believe my mom one night went into where they keep all the communion. got the communion, then started handing it out and blessing the women. So it was really bad. She would do really bad shit. Yeah.
Holy shit. And I stole church wine. I thought that was bad. Your mom took the Eucharist and was handing it out like vanilla wafers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my mom, up until I believe the 90s, if there was an abandoned home, she would actually go in the home and look around. Like, just to see.
No one does that. That's like white people 101. Like, don't go into an abandoned house. You're going to die.
I know, believe me.
Oh my God.
Believe me, I grew up with such privilege because we would just do whatever we wanted.
You know what? No one's going to kill us.
No, exactly. I do think my mom actually learned her lessons. I don't know if this was in the 70s or 80s, but she would go into abandoned homes. My aunt would never go in. I think one time she did go in and she opened a door and there was a man sleeping. And that did it for her. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that did it? Oh, God. I would have no.
I'll get Mama Fraser on to talk.
Yes, please.
But we meant to talk about this. We obviously talked briefly about your Jennifer Coolidge story, but you did an improv show, what was it, in New York? And you actually won last week.
Couldn't believe it that I won.
You're having an amazing week.
It was crazy. It's an impressions show. It's called The Next Celebrity President. We have been talking about it and advertising on the show about it. But this is the second show they've done, and it's 4 celebrity impressionists competing against each other to win presidency in 2020, right? So
yes, keep going.
We all did a show, and I was Courtney. We had Ice-T. We had the guy that used to be on SNL who did the Safari. Oh gosh, Brian Fellows is the name on SNL.
Okay, but it's not obviously Tracy Morgan. It's someone doing Brian Fellows' character. Okay, gotcha.
Or somebody doing Tracy Morgan as an impersonator, and then a impersonator doing Ice-T, and then Taylor Swift. So it's very good. They're going to have another show in February and March, but we gave our speeches, and then the audience can ask us questions. And yeah, so at the end of it, audience votes, and I actually won. I was so surprised because I thought that all the other impersonators were amazing. Yeah, so my friend fell asleep in the front row, and he gets called out, and later on, the guy who called him out was like, "Oh, yo, man, I'm so sorry. Like, I just had to say that you were sleeping." And my friend was like, "I'm so sorry. We pre-gamed the show, and we got so drunk that we fell asleep in the show."
It was game over after that. Well, I actually got, a couple of Hey Frase listeners were in the audience in New York.
They're so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Natalie wrote to us and she said, "Sarah, as a former DMV resident, I listened to your show religiously. My heart sank when I heard about your recent news, and I want to say I'm super proud of you for being so open and honest. It's truly inspiring. It always kills me every time you guys do a live show while I'm stuck in New York City. But tonight, I got to see AJ perform as Kourtney Kardashian running for president in a New York City club. And it was like having a bit of home. My man, oh my God, how do you say it?
She calls it
Pedro.
Like Pedro, but we always say SH in front of the men's
name.
Yeah,
instead of Schman and Schmiggy, Shpedro. And I could not stop cracking up at AJ's impressions all night. Best of all, AJ was so surprised when she won the entire thing and had a speech prepared.
I didn't have a speech prepared, but yes, but continue.
In the words of Paul Wharton, she pulled it all together.
Yes.
And then Natalie goes on to talk shit that Taylor Swift impressionist had half of her family there to skew the votes, and AJ still crushed her. It was such a treat to see AJ on TV and now in New York City. I know, it's amazing.
Yes, so, thank you guys so much for coming. Oh
so it looks like the Taylor Swift chick, she lined the audience.
She's the creator. She and the producer created the show together, and they put it on, and she also performs. Do I have a booger?
No. I'm just like, my nose is like a faucet here. It's just like, at what point, you'd think I would walk around with a fucking stack of tissues in my sleeve.
Do, yes. We need a tissue for Sarah, please.
God, I'm going to actually get a hanky. Like, I'm really at the point.
I was worried because I feel like, I'm also running.
At what age are you old enough for a hanky? Mine.
Yes,
I told you, I'm going to start a handkerchief company and call it Give It a Blow.
Give It a Blow. It's and then so just perfect.
Pop it out.
You're going to get a sponsored, or you're going to create a hanky company, and I'm going to create a wet ones, like a panty liner, because I'm always leaking. Because I have like early onset pee. Like, by the time I'm 80, I'm just going to be literally full on stream pissing out because I just can't control my pee.
You're going to have to get like a bladder tuck. Yeah.
Yes.
If it's already dabbling and leaking now.
Yeah, I'm going to go to like one of the plastic surgeons and go, "Can you do a facelift as well as a bladder tuck?" Thanks.
Yeah, they'll do it. They stick the wand up there and warm it up. Yeah, it like cinches it or something. Yeah, they'll do that.
Thank God. Oh my God.
So that was the Taylor Swift chick. Okay, so she created the show.
She created the show, yes.
Okay, well, no wonder she had fans.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got to meet her parents, and her aunts and her grandparents were there. Like, it was great. The show was awesome. It was so fun. I'm going to do Jennifer Coolidge, hopefully on the March show. So,
okay.
Yes. I'll keep you guys updated on when that is. But it'll be at Improv Asylum. Yes.
So fucking proud of you. It's all happening.
Thank you. Yes, but it's just one show. And people are like, "When's the next one?" I'm like,
And you've come out of nowhere. You don't even have any stage nervousness or fright. You're like, oh, you gotta go audition for SNL. And then you roll in probably 10 minutes before.
I was very scared for SNL. Holy shit. Yes.
Really?
Oh my God. That's like my dream. And for me to audition. But of course, like after the show, they're like, don't worry, you'll be here 3 more times before they hire you. I was like, oh, thanks. Well, first one done.
How's that Chloe chick doing that they hired from SNL and the other dude?
I think she's doing great. She posts a lot of stuff. She is Chloe.
I don't know what her last name is.
Chloe Feynman. I've been following her before her SNL days. She's been in the industry for a long time, and I think she's doing great. I mean, I see her in sketches. She posts. She's very on social media. She's very good with it, so you can follow her. Chloe is crazy as her Instagram, but yeah, I think she's doing great. As far as the other guy, I don't know what he's doing. I only follow her.
No one ever knew that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know his name.
But I think he's doing great as well. I'm sure.
I want to hit you with a couple stories and see like what your opinions and thoughts are. So apparently, doctors are advising men to no longer jerk off into banana peels. Did anyone?
This also sounds like a Goop Gwyneth Paltrow tradition. One. Who the F is? There's slits in a banana peel. Put it in a sock. Put it in a pillow. Like, what are we doing? Just like splooging out into banana peels. The fuck?
Well,
hey.
Apparently, it's the closest thing to oral sex without oral sex. And doctors are warning men not to masturbate into banana peels with, and even having men heat it up in the microwave before.
Okay, it's called Get a Pocket. Why are you using old ass banana peels that you found on the street, Roger?
Get a flashlight.
Get a flashlight, okay? Cut a hole in the wall and let your neighbor be horrendously surprised.
A banana peel, like doing selfie into banana peel can cause an allergy that can cause your penis to break out in a rash. They also say that the chemicals that are sprayed on bananas can cause problems for your penis. You can develop a rash and sores on the penis, which can be painful and could lead to an infection.
Okay.
Our interns actually microwaved up a banana.
Where's that banana?
Where is that banana peel? Because you guys said that it feels...
Yes, it feels fleshy, like it, as one would think.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, it's already been browned, as you can see.
Wait a minute. So this is from microwaving it? It got browned?
Or no, I think just like when you leave it out for a little bit, it just automatically turns brown.
So someone ate the banana out of this that's here on our staff?
No. This is for my lunch, Sarah. I brought it.
Okay. I'm like, who the ate it in this condition?
No, it was way better. It was yellow when I took it out. It got brown.
I wonder if that feels like a mouth. Okay. All right, that
feels
like
a vagina, you psycho. It's supposed to feel like a vagina.
Oh. Well, they said oral sex. It feels like you're getting a blowjob.
Or any type of job. It just feels like a wet, like moist thing.
It does feel very moist. You know what? I will say this. The banana does keep the moisture. It does really keep the moisture in.
But then it kind of, your dick is just going to smell like...
Well, it smells like lovely bananas. That sounds good.
I guess way better than ball sweat, I'll tell you that much.
I know. We only have one resident guy on the show currently, Gavin. Gavin, have you ever masturbated into a banana peel?
No. Be honest with us.
What about a coconut? They were also saying that men, men slice open a coconut and will masturbate into that.
My dick is in a circle.
Yeah, literally. What is it? Just curl up when it hits the other end of the coconut?
He said his dick isn't a circle. I don't know why they do it into a coconut.
Also, who the has like an axe to break open a coconut? It's a hard. What? Okay, damn it. Like, our men are just trying to have sex and they've got to like first break open a coconut. That's like the labor of love, if I have ever heard one. And now I got to break it up against their wall, lose their security deposit.
There's a whole discussion on Reddit, I guess, about items that you can jerk off into. What happened to the old-fashioned sock? You know,
the old-fashioned. What happened to your hand? Okay, lube and hand.
Yeah. What happened to the shower or something? Can't you just do it there?
Well, then you definitely need some soap in there because the water, it's just too much. Like it's like harsh. If you have hard water, especially. Does Virginia have hard water?
I think it does.
Yeah. See, we can't be dealing with hard water.
Maybe that's the cause of it.
And don't use Dial soap because that's very harsh. Oh, you need like the nice like liquid. The bar soap, you guys know, it's like sticky. It like doesn't move. You need the nice like Bath and Body Works. Okay, don't use a banana. What's wrong with you?
Don't use a banana.
The chemicals.
Did you happen to think? Did you see everyone's still doing the Dolly Parton challenge, which essentially is like LinkedIn, Facebook, you put different pictures.
Yes.
You're over it.
Over it. So over it.
I know. I didn't even share either. I'm sorry. I've had way too much else going on in my life.
Well, why? I mean, I'm going to see you with a suit on, okay? Then I'm going to see a sexy one for Tinder. And then I'm going to see like an artsy one for Instagram. It's like, okay. Like, we've already seen these pictures of you.
Did you find Eminem's offensive? A lot of people are continuing that he's homophobic. He put up his LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Grindr. And then Grindr responded to his tweet, who? Like, who are you?
Okay, I like the people that got creative with this. I think I appreciate Eminem's creativity. I like it when you switch it up. Give me a different app, right? I'm used to seeing the normal 4. Like, if you went on this, I would want to see, like, you know, your profile on Big Fish or like Star Wars, you know, Anonymous. And then you just post your picture with you and Dan. Like, you know what I mean?
Might be that Farm Girls one.
Yes.
What's the farmer one?
And then you do your Doja Cat picture from there.
Meow, 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 meow.
Did you like your little cover we put on the podcast when you were gone?
Oh, I heard you guys do the impression and play it. And it was, when I was away and you did that, yeah. And people still troll me all the time. Fuck you, bitch. You'll never be Doja. I'm like,
Oh, God.
fuck you right back, bitch. I ain't trying to be Doja.
That's what it was called. It's called a spoof for a reason. Oh, God. So you should do Farmer Girl if you do one of these. Get creative like Eminem.
Okay, I thought Eminem's was funny.
It was funny.
Does anyone believe, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe he's truly homophobic. I don't know. People are very upset because they felt like he was making fun of gay people again. And, you know, he has a long track record.
He does.
I don't think he gives a shit, though. I mean, I don't know what people, like, you can't cancel him. He's, like, way too big. He's, like, the biggest celebrity.
Yeah, once you've surpassed a certain point, you can't get canceled, right?
No, you can't.
So,
no, even people that are supposedly can't. Look at Louis C.K. having, like, the greatest comeback of all time.
Exactly. That was, like, my first person when I think of cancel culture.
Anyway, so, people were like, you, man, you're too old for this. Aren't you, like, very homophobic? And then people were like,
I maybe wouldn't use Grindr as one of the apps, but
he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. I liked the cheese ones, the cheese memes. You guys know I love cheese. I loved when they did that. I thought that was sexy.
By the way, I've been sent by many, many people, which I think you already know, essentially, that now the new cheese board is the fry board, which is various flavors of fries. You kind of roll your eyes at this, though. You don't seem like you're into it.
Well, it's absolutely insulting, first of all. We can't compare fries to cheese, you guys. Yes, can we please splooge
hey, can we
somewhere
get
else?
this splooge sock, this splooge banana sock off of the table? Thanks. I like saying our staff. You know, like our staff. We just threw it at our staff.
She's going to actually report us. We're going to get through splooge banana at me.
I know. This, honest to God, if someone wanted to report us as like a story of harassment, they'd be like, they'd have a whole case. What are you closing your laptop? You're done? What's going on? You're out of here? She literally just shuts down her computer. Okay, I guess we're over.
Oh, no. I don't know why I just did that. I was like literally like, all right, we're yeah. Oh no, you know what? I was getting very fervent and like emotional about this fry board. I was like, you know what? The fry board. It's all about the cheese. No, people are sending me this like, AJ, have you seen this? You should try it. Okay, love it. But how about incorporating some fries, like truffle fries, onto your charcuterie board? If you don't have aged Gouda, like,
you're fired up about this. I can tell you're insulted that people are like, so many people were like, hey, show AJ this. She needs to get on board. And you are not feeling it at all.
Well, it's because it's just potatoes and sauces versus cheese with meats and vegetables and olives and fruit. Like there's so many more components on a cheese board. And fry boards, what are you going to give me? Waffle fries and sweet potato fries and some truffle fries?
Oh, there's all kinds. There's garlic fries. There's cheesy fries.
Don't get me wrong. Girl loves her fries.
Curly fries.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go with fry boards?
I'm here with a fry board.
All right, I get it. If it's like a fast food place, if you're just like trying to do a different board, love the idea. But it's just like, stop trying to be charcuterie. You're never going to be charcuterie. Like, stop.
Oh, God. I love this story you sent me about, the last story. And then, you know what? I have to hit commercials. We haven't done a damn commercial. Okay?
The things that make us go. Well, we love talking stories.
Okay, last story. AJ, I love you sent me some of the biggest trends you're going to be seeing on Instagram in 2020.
I hope they're better than the trends we have already seen in 2019.
Do you think they're going to be? Dramatic puffy sleeves. Are we here for it, yay or nay?
Yay, but I have German shoulders, so, I mean, I can't really be in line with these puffy. You know, I still wear puffy shit.
I mean,
what can I do?
I'm like, I've got shoulders like a linebacker, but I'm still going to rock them.
That's what I'm saying. Care? But you are very petite.
I'm not getting, I'm becoming much more large and in charge, though, because I can't exercise right now.
That's
Currently,
true.
I can't do a damn sit-up. Nothing.
I haven't seen your Hokas, your running shoes.
They haven't been
since
out.
Heck was a pup. I miss those. Bring those out. We miss the Hokas. She got them Hokas on. Ooh.
Well, I used to pound the pavement. I used to be out walking the streets. I do the stairs. I mean, I hiked everywhere, right? I get all my gear on.
The pavement. You would. Oh man, you had that fanny pack and you were ready. You meant business.
My uterus has got to be calm.
That's right. You gotta like keep it. Keep it.
It's quiet. One earring trend. Are we hearing that for Instagram? One earring, just one earring in. I like this trend.
I thought men did that to distinguish between, didn't we used to do that? I'm not here for it.
It's called fashion lookup and wear. This trend has been lurking among fashion people for a few years now, and according to Vogue, it's going to go mainstream in 2020. Just one earring.
So dramatic.
How do we like the extremely oversized hobo bags? They say, think the Olsen twins, circa 2000s. Giant bag, tiny girl.
Bring it back. Bring it back. You know why? Because I have so much. And when I'm schlepping around New York City, I need like my toothbrush. You never know. You're going to end up in a crack in New York City subway. Like you need to pack for the day in New York.
How do we feel about bras as tops? I can't wait to do this one.
It's funny you say that. We had another incredible listener come to the show. To the impression show.
Oh yeah.
We took her out to the club that night. It got too hot in the club. She just took her shirt off. I was like, oh, your bra's out. She was totally fine with it. I was like, all right. I definitely see this bra coming into trend for sure.
Last one is boiler suits. Are we here for the boiler suit?
I mean, I guess cool for the right occasion, but why it looks more like
this.
A full-on onesie army suit. Why are they calling it boiler suits? This is what you work in the boiler room.
Looks like you're about to do manual labor. Oh my God, I'm gonna look like a full man. I already wear when I wear plaid, I look like the biggest lumberjack LLB
You're wearing
lesbian
plaid right
there
now.
is.
I think you look great.
No, I look so masculine, and I'm fine with that. I don't care what I am, but I don't. But can you imagine me in a boiler suit? All 5'3", great.
I think like Chrissy Teigen can pull off a boiler suit, but
Yeah.
like far and few between people can pull off a onesie just puffer suit.
Not when you got a short bob cut and a few gray hairs, and you're as like wide as you are tall. Like that, no, you can't.
I mean, you could stuff a breadstick into a boiler suit.
Well, I am Breadstick Betty, so I'll be there. Anyway, you guys, we freaking love you. Thank you so much for listening to the show, for sharing the show, for feeling the energy of this show.
And then while he's still doing it, she's still like,
Yes, finger my butthole. Bye, everybody.